Okay, people. I've been going through some stuff in the past couple days, and I did find some stuff on the California bit, but I took a break from that, and I wanted to jump over to this Olsen guy. And wow, I have found more blogs, and I have found out tonight that this man's Twitter account is now set to private. So if you want to go and look up anything on Twitter, and I've been actually just a few minutes ago been going through this website, and I've been saving stuff. I don't know if it's gonna get, blocked, taken down, so I quickly wanted to go through one thing that I found, and I will show the rest in another video, but this one's very long. I want to go through it and make sure it's read and seen properly, God damn. But yeah, like I said, I noticed this guy literally privated his Twitter account. Which I want to say, I was on it not too long ago. And I was reading another blog I covered. That too has disappeared. But I am friggin' in holy what the F moment, HS holy moment. Cannot believe what I found. And he's on the blogs thing here through Google. Like I said in another video, I'm gonna show it. Whatever. I mean, if anybody wants to check it out, I mean, this let alone. I mean, the other two are bizarre, and I got them saved. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do, if he's gonna want to take his time and shut these down too, delete them. But this. Someone was right. He is a Walmart worker. I mean, supposedly he might be a greeter, but I know for a fact in this blog, he is a cart pusher. Now, I forgot to look even when these were written. I don't know if there's a date on this, but I had to come over here and pick up my son at work, so I'm gonna but I wanted to get this started, and I just am blown away. Like I said, I didn't see no date. Oh no, 2014. Yeah, I didn't even look at that because I just got right into reading this. And posting dates are irrelevant. The vast majority of the original posts on this blog have been archived. Some posts are, in the literal sense, partly or entirely untrue. The blog's titles come from Faulkner's book, As I Lay Dying. I like this. I didn't read that part, but I mean, that's a freaking goddamn rock heavy metal band too. As I Lay Dying. But if I'm sure my man Dave from Vermont could look this book up and see if this is in it. If this story is in it. Because man, I'm just blown away from this, and it don't sound like no damn talking about untrue. I don't know, unless he just likes to make up things in his head. Like I said, this man is demented. This man has mentalism beyond, and he roams the goddamn streets. I can't believe. And that's why I'm so infatuated with this man, too. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. He might have his, moments of stupidity. But when we go through this, man, you're going to be thinking, wow, whether he's writing a fake story or not. I don't care what anybody says. This man is playing the system. He is literally taunting people. I mean, damn. He just wants to think he's, he wants people to think that he's a cold-blooded killer. I know he is. And yet he's trying to make himself look like a victim and an innocent person. But let's get right into this so I can document it. Unattended death. So, I'm not going to read the full thing, but I'm going to go through and give the meaning of the sections so it can go by quicker. But he claims he's pushing shopping carts at Hadley Walmart. Now, the blog's title comes from As I Lay Dying and Entirely Untrue. So if they're entirely untrue, why is he putting a realistic store that he works at, a realistic town that he lives in, and just making it up and random? Well, I know for a fact if I really want to find out, I'll call the police department, and ask him about this. But this fantasy he's got is just totally, and when I get into the next one, jealousy is the major big word. Oh man, I know this man definitely has some issues, and I know he's, whoa, I can read this boy like a book. Little old man, read you like a book. But as it goes on to say, he's 60 now, so far ahead of life. Notice middle-aged woman behind the wheel of a parked SUV. The woman was sitting upright, staring at the trailer truck in the next parking area. Back window wet with dew from overnight. So he's basically saying this woman looks like she's been in there all night. I don't know why the windows would be wet, because that's from heavy breathing. Or say so, if you're breathing, you're going to fog up the windows. But when we go down and get into details of this, well, why would he say windows were wet? Because when you're breathing, keyword breathing, you fog up windows. If you're not breathing, how do you get windows wet? A Chevy Tahoe, dry clean, dressed in their lightly swishing plastic bags, hanging from a hook. Oh, dry clean dresses. This woman had dresses in her, from the dry cleaner hanging in the back seat. You don't want to tell anybody, don't even really know if she's dead. Dead. Coming from this man's mouth. Looking into a car saying, whoa, is this woman dead? Man. He's been working out there supposedly 20 minutes, pushing the line of nested carts. Just sitting in there, I look back, still no movement. How'd she die? When she die? I push the carts in the lobby and go back out thinking about the store's surveillance camera and the odds. I collect a few more carts. Now, what type of person, is in a see a woman not moving, not breathing, not go up there and, hey, lady, you all right? Or drop the carts, leave them there, and just go tell management is right. But he claims he couldn't go to management. He's got a line of chain to go up to, so he's got to go to this other person before he goes to the management. That guy's got to tell the management, but still, why ain't it done? Why didn't you? Now, if this is realistic, why didn't you get in that store and say something? Stop pushing the goddamn cart, you freak. Huh? No, you just sit there, go get another thing of, get the carts. I collect a few more stray carts, this time wandering a little closer to the vehicle. Still sitting there, no movement. A bald guy, 40, speeds up behind me and slaps on the brake. Asking him, is she dead? Is she dead? I don't know. Oh my effing God, she's effing dead, man. Oh shit, OF. He takes off. I push more carts back up to the lobby and walk over to the brainless, half-asleep teenage. Now this is where the mentalism kicks into this man. He walks up to the supervisor, half-brainless, asleep teenager. We have rules to follow about reporting stuff. Chain of command. Can't tell the assistant manager yet. Now remember, the kid's half sleeping. Right? He keeps, hey Adam, he calls out. He keeps yakking with the hot chick cashier like he never heard me. Now, this is where the sickness comes in of your mental brain. How is the brainless, half-asleep teenage supervisor brainless, half-asleep, unless he's just calling him that because he calls out to him and he keeps yakking to the chick cashier like he never heard him. But using that half-sleep term, brain mentalism, oh my God, does that brain dead? Going around calling people names. Yup, he says to me, but he keeps grinning at her story about last night's party, leaning an empty belt where the customers place their purchases. Leaning on it, shaking his head like he can't believe what she's saying. I grab him on his arm and walk him through the automatic doors, tell him I think there's a body in the parking lot. He stops and stares at me, get this, searching my eyes for some sign of mental illness that he sends described on TV. That he's seen described on TV, then follows me to the vehicle. So obviously, this man has been reported to people having a mental illness. All right, he has a mental illness. And, and he sits there and he talks about it like there's nothing. He stares at me like a mental illness. Is there something wrong there? Do you have a guilty conscience or something because you're mental? I'm mental too, buddy. I got a mental illness. I call it mentalism. I can go about living a normal life on a daily basis, and if you piss me off, oh man, you want to see why? Well, I don't like to brag about it, but I gotta go, I gotta pause, I'll be back. But more on this crazy damn oh my God story. So anyway, he's back. And like I was saying, but I'll bring this dumb dog out. But like I was saying, mentalism. I got mentalism. No, I don't like to brag about it. Seriously. But when I did time in jail, and I was, what was I? I don't know. I had difficulties dealing with the prison system and watching people get away with stuff in there, and I'd get incarcerated, and these people, I'd flip out, I'd tweak. I'd do things, I'd say things. And that one guy called me the devil. And I was like, what the fuck? Get the You know what? Not even thinking about it, you know? But mentalism. And because I think sometimes the way people like this thinks, but of course, I would never hurt the innocent, nor would I sit there and stare at a dead friggin' body. You know, right there, let alone right there, is where your mentalism is on the other side of this article. When you're walking and you're taking your time and you're doing things in a manner, and if you're going back and forth and just sitting there like, is she gonna move? There's something wrong with the picture, buddy. Definitely something wrong with that picture. So, anyways, goes on to say, excuse me, that through her open window, she's a new addition to an aquarium, hands behind her backs. She's wearing little white headphones plugged into her dashboard. She's staring straight ahead. There's half-smoked cigarette gone out, upright between her fingers of her left hand. Dream catcher hangs from the rear view mirror. Now Adam calls the assistant manager on the walkie-talkie. Now this is where it gets friggin' mental. Listen to this. Babbling out loud, right faces about Gran. She's supposed to be dead, lifeless, but freaking out, babbling loud right in our faces about her grandchild that was stillborn a couple weeks ago. Oh God, I can't take it, she says. She starts biting on her own finger, crying, and asks someone in the store to call the police. I thought that, when I read that for some apparent reason, I thought it was a woman in the car, but the local cops fly in. We stand back for a minute. They walk away. String of store associates all come out. Obviously they're taking a butt break now because, of course, there's a lot of tension. Who the hell's in the store buying stuff? And then he goes off saying, half a dozen parking spaces from the vehicle, jerk walking back and forth like seagulls at a dump. So he's calling someone a jerk. I'm handed a voluntary statement formed by the fat, bruiser, no-nonsense cop in black boots. Fill that out, please. Thank you. He's over here. He's already got his people that he does not like. I take the form inside the store's back room, human resource office, fill out the banquet table, on a banquet table. I write down that I noticed a woman who might be dead and told Adam. And the store manager, Jen Nowalski, and the ex-cop herself, friend of Haley cop Mike Mason, stands behind me. She reads the statement and says, good, that's everything they need. So this is all he says in his report. I go back outside, all eyes in the stores are on him now. So I'm about to wonder what these people really think of him, huh? I give the statement to the bruiser and walk away and push more carts. I don't need this shit. Then Massachusetts State Police detectives start arriving on marked cars. A woman in a minivan, 2 or 3 guys in their Fords, some jacket and tie assistant DA from Northampton in a Chevy. The cop in the minivan with the gold badge around her neck runs the show, takes 10 million pictures, is very precise, follows procedure, directs everyone else on the scene. I stay way clear, picking up carts. So this guy is still doing his ordinary daily living thing, pushing carts. An hour later, detectives walk towards me. He yells, "Hey, you." Mentions me to come to him with his 4 fingers, which he's doing this. And he's directing traffic, so he's getting cocky. He's getting mad. He comes up close to me, shakes my hand. I'm Ricky McMillan. Yeah, I might as well read this whole damn thing. He says he wears dark sunglasses with lenses that curve out like Ollie black bubbles, whatever the hell out that is. He removes my statement from a clipboard and starts laughing, scoffing at the statement, as if I actually wrote that. Did I really actually write this? He wants to know. Again, I said yes. He shakes his head and laughs. Unbelievable, he says. I'm just unbelievable. He looks out across the lot and says, "Nice job, you got here. Real success story, pushing sharpened cards." He pivotes his head in locks. What the hell? His head in locks is straight on to mine. Oh. Yeah, how many times have you been arrested, he asks. You already have that information, I tell him. He asks again, I tell him again. I tell him I'm not talking to him and walk away. He yells after me that he's not finished with me yet. I say, though, I don't know how she died, so I'm not talking to anyone. Said he might have been murdered. He says she might have been murdered. How many times have you been arrested? He yells. I continue to walk away, picking up some carts, saying nothing. Did you know Kimberly Williams from Belchertown? He bellows from a distance. So whoever this Kimberly Williams is, Detective Ricky walks back to the group, piles into his agent Taurus, and flies over to the parking area I'm in. Puts on his blues for effects. Get out and tells me he has every right to ask me for my driver's license, which I hand him. He immediately flips it over and makes sure I'm changed my address on the back, then hands it back. So he's moved, people. He's moved. The store manager, General Ostrowski, comes out and tries to settle things down. Ricky acts like he doesn't know who she is, ignores her. He blurs out, "Yup, Mr. Innocent here. Been arrested before, but never guilty." That your problem, right? Manager Jen walks back to the store. Ricky continues to badger me. You don't want to talk? You want me to go inside and mess with your job? An apparent threat to get me fired from my low-life job as a cart pusher. Ted! Shoot, I think the dog went back in the house. Hold on a moment. Go on in, Ted. Yeah, the dog wants to go in. Finish this up. Get in there, pug. A Mass Highway truck drives up. Oh, he says, wait a minute, Detective Hershey pushes his sunglasses into the top of his head, revealing surprisingly sweet, feminine, hallmark eyes. He jumps back and, wow, this guy's going to talk about this man's eyes. His sweet, hallmark, feminine eyes. This guy must have a feminine self to him own self. He must be bisexual or something. Very interesting, this man really is. And he jumps back in his Taurus and returns to the huddled group of the detectives, but not before he threatens to harass me at home, too. A Mass Highway truck drives up and hides the SUV behind a set of huge framed tarps. The medical examiner removes the body from the SUV into the back of his pickup truck. All the associates squish their cigarettes out and go back inside. I go back to HR, corral to the Carol, the one department manager, to testify to gather outside complains to the HR woman about how awful it was that all the other associates were gawking at the scene nosy a-holes. No sensitivity at all. How do you like it if you were dead and everybody was staring at you? She stomps away disgusted. Late afternoon, I leave work for the day as it gets dark. The cops have been gone for hours. The SUV has been towed away. There's no sign of anything. A man and a woman holding their hands slowly wander the area where the rest towel was, part heads down as if looking for dropped coins. It's like, wow, man. This is insane. This man is insane. I'm telling you, boy. This is just friggin' nuts. And they say entirely, the partly or entirely, some posts are in the literal sense partly or entirely untrue. If that's the case, why would you want to blog? Blogging is like an everyday life thing. If you want to tell a story or read a book, why don't you go write a book? Or why don't you go tell a story where a story of non-fiction or no fiction, is revealed. But come up into a blog and tell all this and... I'm speechless. And then I got some more to go over. I'm going to go over them tomorrow. I don't know. I got to debate if I got to finish my other story because I found some other stuff on that damn California little shed there that, oh man. Lots of stuff is piling in, boy. If anybody wants to check this stuff out, I did save it. Let me go back. What is this? Right here. This is a whole new thing, too. And this one's just as freaking insane, I'm telling you. Right here, this is what you want to look for. And it's got all these. And they're all done from this guy, Olson. Just insane. There's his name, there's his blogger. But damn. And then I'm gonna go through the next two tomorrow. Passing through was the unattended death. Passing through, we have a town hooker love. That one's insane. I gotta erase this one because I got two of them. And then you got a teenage dare. This one right here, passing through town, teenage dare. That one right there, people, reminds me of pure jealousy. That's right. I think this man is obsessed with, oh boy, that's right, making girls and women missing. That's what I think this man is obsessed with. Don't get me wrong, but damn. I mean, I did go on this thing. Don't know what it is yet. But Scare Theater. Oh, he's going to go off on these guys, huh? This guy is very good with, with narrating stuff. And doing debunking. Me, I don't debunk nothing. I just throw my friggin' thoughts and theories in there until I make something of the truth come out. That's what I do. Just like a taunter, I taunt back. But this, I don't know what this is. Because I haven't went on this. It's just something that was on his thing that I tapped on. And this came up, so... Oh, yeah, this is about that guy that comments. He wants to bash that forehead with a baseball bat just because of the, the effing laughter. Oh, this is his video. So he's posting stuff. And he's probably into this Scare Theater because he's throwing out thoughts and theories on this guy, too. So when something new comes up, this boy be watching. And I guess he might have friggin' privated up his Twitter account, because I think I did do a video on that. So guess what, people? We might have that 112 dirtbag watching us, commenting. So if you got comments and stuff and you're throwing them out there, he's reading them. Kim, that's all I'm going to say. You must hear us, woman. I guess that's what we want. And in order to get a rat out of a hole or a snake out of a hole, you need the lure. Yeah, that's right, lure. Get out your fishing poles and start fishing. Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to go over this, got some more to do on this. I know I got someone wanting to get some more info on this. Well, check this out, boy. This is nuts. Got more coming up. Be safe, take care, and beware. Beware. That's all I got to say. Who lives among us? Gives you chills up the back of your spine. Ow.